Welcome back to the Lemon Factor. I'm Chad, and today I'm here with one of our two project cars, this 2023 Toyota GR Supra. Recently, I've been working with Jesse DeBeers from One Fast Supra to tune on a JB4 an E30, E33 ethanol blend. And I want to find out really what that means. How much horsepower does it produce? How much quicker are we 0 to 60? And when we go to the track on the quarter mile, is it noticeable? Is it noticeably faster? Have we reduced our 0 to 60 in quarter mile times? We're gonna get to all of that. But in today's video, I'm gonna test out the 0 to 60. I'm gonna find out if it's noticeable. I'll tell you that it does feel noticeable, at least from a 30 to a 90 pull. Definitely noticeable. It feels really good once we've dialed it in, once Jesse dialed it in. However, will it be noticeable as far as measurement in a 0 to 60 time? So we're going to find out today with our otherwise stock Mark V Toyota GR Supra. Just a reminder for new viewers, I am at high altitude. I'm located outside of Denver, Colorado. My house is almost 6,000 feet above sea level. And for those of you not familiar with, well, what does that mean? It means I have a horrible DA, density altitude. The air is really thin at 6,000 feet. The atmospheric pressure, the pressure at sea level is usually about 14.7 PSI. It's about 12.3 at this altitude. So that means that my turbo has to work even harder. Does that mean that I'm not able to gain the horsepower that people at sea level? It means it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And if that turbo is outside of its efficiency range because I have to make it work harder, then yes, at a minimum, I'm heating the turbo up more than otherwise if you were at sea level. My times are going to be less than if you were at sea level, point blank. Here we go. So have you used a Dragy before? Have you tested out your Mark V Toyota Supra, whether it's 0 to 60, quarter mile? I think it's 60 to 130 pull is popular. What numbers have you gotten? Reset. That was very weird. A big jump. And as expected, that fourth one of 4.38 wasn't very good. There was a very, very big pause in the shift itself. So we're going to let it cool off a little bit. I want to take this opportunity to mention our merch store located on Etsy. I'll leave a link in the description below. Go take a look. We have t-shirts related to our two project cars, the 10th generation Honda Accord and the Toyota Supra. I will routinely be updating the store, removing some designs and adding some fresh new designs. If you like something there, please consider purchasing. Consider supporting the channel by purchasing some merch. In launching the car, I put the car in sport, take off the traction control, and disable the air conditioning. And aside from that, you're all set. You know, just a reminder, you do have to drive the car about 6 miles, let it warm up before the launch control can be activated. If you do too many runs and the transmission starts to warm up, you may not be able to continue doing those launches without having to pause to cool it down a little bit. Each pull, very consistent. I love it. A little bit better. Got some heat in the tires. So if you're wondering about the noise, I don't know how it's coming across with the microphone, but I did, using Beamer code, disable the artificial noise. And if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description below. But I rather hear the true sounds of the engine and the exhaust and the air intake. So it's definitely subdued compared to not disabling it. So if you're curious, where's all those noises? Maybe the tires were warming up a little bit after those consecutive runs. It was getting a little bit faster. You got a mix there. Usually, you know, the turbo loves the cooler air, but as you keep doing subsequent runs, the engine gets hot, the turbo gets hot, you know, you build up the heat, you know, within the intercooler, and that's a detriment. And that's why after a couple runs, I drove it a little bit just to cool down. But the tires themselves, they want that heat. They want, especially the stock tires on the Supra, they want that heat to get stickier. All right, last one. That last one, oh, beautiful. Love to end that last one. 3.98, and that's not even with the 1-foot rollout. Fantastic. And to think I was missing something, or thought I'd be missing something, with a rear-wheel drive car in regards to launching the car from a standstill, that maybe I should have gotten an all-wheel drive car if that's what really excites me. If I'm looking or I'm chasing after 0 to 60 in quarter-mile times, arguably an all-wheel drive car is the best platform. I bring that up because I am really impressed by the launch control of the Toyota Supra. It is very consistent. Now, definitely getting wheel spin in each and every one of my launches, but it's consistent. The numbers are very, very consistent, and I like that. I like the consistency. Question is, if we had better traction, maybe on a better prepped surface, or better traction, maybe we lower the tire pressure down a little bit, would that improve the numbers further? Should I test that out? Should we go all out and see what we can do to reduce the times? Let me know what you think. But with that said, I think we're done for today. I want to thank you very much for joining, and until next time.